Hey guys, let's keep the intro short because I have a very special watch on the wrist and I want you guys to take a closer look at it. And it is the Audemars Piguet Perpetual Calendar. But the best part is this is a first series. So let's take a closer look on what's on my wrist on today's episode of Wristwatch Check. Alright, so on my wrist is the reference 5548, the first series of the Audemars Piguet Quantum Time, a pretty important watch in the world of horology, one of the heroes of the quartz crisis for Swiss-made watches. This example was released in the late 1970s, a B series being a first series and also a Swiss-only dial with a flat lacquer ivory color. We know that this is a first series because of those specifications, and a little extra verification is the original buckle with no AP stamped or Audemars Piguet on the front, only in the inside of the buckle, which was only done in the 1970s and early 1980s, and then switched to AP buckles during the neo-vintage era. A sapphire crystal is fitted on the watch, so it gives it a more modern feel, and its 36mm case still rivals any modern dress watch in my opinion. Housed inside is the very famous caliber 2120 by Audemars Piguet, derived from the very important JLC 920, an ultra-slim automatic movement, still the slimmest automatic movement with a full-sized rotor. This caliber was released in 1967, almost 60 years old, and it is still that important in the world of horology. So what was the reason for this release? Was it just another watch release, or did it play a big role? We had the quartz crisis, the time when Seiko chose to come out with a revolutionary movement, battery-powered, inexpensive, and easy to use. At this time, a lot of companies like Universal Genève had to file for bankruptcy and shut down because they just couldn't keep up with the quartz crisis. Nobody was spending money on automatic or manual wound movements, but companies like Audemars Piguet tried to stay alive. With models like the Royal Oak, which were revolutionary, they needed an extra push. They needed something more to survive. So three watchmakers under Audemars Piguet chose to take the caliber 920 by JLC and turn it into an ultra slim automatic perpetual calendar. And then this was born, the Audemars Piguet Quantum Time Perpetual Calendar, a 36mm precious metal watch that rivals any modern dress watch in my opinion because of its 36mm case and ultra slim movement. This was the extra push to survive during a crisis, and I think they did a great job. What we have is a 7.5mm thickness with a 36mm case, and that is all because of the ultra slim JLC 920 converted into the caliber 2120. This example has the day, date, month, and moon phase feature. It is super clean and crisp. Its ivory lacquer dial is in great condition, and the blue lacquer on the moon phase indication is also in just as good of condition. This watch is important in the world of horology. It is a savior, a hero during the quartz crisis. It is an icon for Audemars Piguet. It is a watch that still has heft, that has a great size because of its case, and in my opinion is one of the nicest dress watches for well under $25,000. But I think the prices on watches like this are only going to go up. As we see a renaissance in the neo-vintage era of watches, this plays an important role during that era, and it is also a very important dress watch. So you can only imagine the future prices we are going to see these watches fetch for. But for now, we have a beautiful and very important Audemars Piguet Perpetual Calendar for under $25,000. So if you're looking to pick something up that's very special and undervalued in today's market, that is only going to become more popular and more expensive, this reference 5548 first series is the perfect choice for any collection. Its 36mm case is perfect for a wrist size that is average and even a bit larger. In my opinion, you can't go wrong with a perpetual calendar in your collection. This isn't someone's first watch in the world of neo-vintage or vintage. This is for someone looking for something special, something different than what they already have in their collection. A true showstopper in my opinion. I was able to enjoy it for a week before listing it today in the watch shop over at huntingtoncompany.com. I'm gonna hate to see it go, but I'm going to love to see it going to a new home, to someone who can truly appreciate how important this watch is. Thank you guys so much for checking out today's video. If you have any questions on this watch or anything we have over at huntingtoncompany.com, always feel free to reach out through our site, in the comments, or on our social media. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next one, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.